what do you make of these recent warnings around inflation from your boss, Mr. Diamond himself? We heard from Jane Fraser yesterday. The chorus does feel to be getting louder. Are you also expecting a recession to come next year? And how severe might it be?
So we've always thought that the fears of a near-term recession are overdone. I mean, looking at U.S. growth in the third quarter at close to 3%, still 1.5% in the fourth quarter. But I do think that the rally we're seeing right now may have occurred too quickly. That I think that a pause at the end of the first quarter, lower inflation, this disinflation trade, all of that has happened very quickly. I worry more about the recession risk in late 2023, when you see really more of the weight of unemployment going up, the weight of 500 basis points of Fed hikes, and that U.S. growth is also coming down at that point. So we look at this much more as a late 2023 risk, whereas a lot of the good news that's front-loaded for 2023 seems to be happening before year end. We're at a lot of some of the forecasts we're forecasting for the end of 2023 almost right now.
So we're doing it way too early, Joyce. And but the rally, if the assumption is that the rally is happening because the Fed pivots because these things happen earlier, I wonder if even that in itself is folly, because presumably if the Fed is pivoting this time around, it's not for a good reason. It's a deteriorating fundamental picture. I mean, is that really a reason to be buying risk?
Well, I think it's premature to say that there is a Fed pivot. I mean, we saw another 100 basis points of Fed tightening to go. And then the question is it a pause? Is it really something that I would call a high hold, not a pivot? And I do think that that's really more of the scenario that we see with recessionary risk in the U.S. rising towards the end of 2023.